One demand shifter will be changes in your preferences for this good. One thing could be like information could change your preferences for something. You find out more whether this good is good or bad for you, or how much it might fit your what you like, and so you might change your demand. So in this example here, let's suppose that research shows that oatmeal can reduce your cholesterol. What do you think would happen to your demand for oatmeal? And so what I would like you to do is take a few seconds, pause here, and decide: would it be more like graph A or more like graph B, where we have that change in demand shifting one direction or the other? Okay. Well, first thing, let's label these graphs. Graph A, we're going to have a shift to the right of demand, and so that will be an increase in demand in this graph. And for B, we'd have a decrease in demand in this graph, a shift to the left. Okay, so oatmeal. You realize that oatmeal can reduce your cholesterol. This is going to be make me healthier if I eat more oatmeal. And so you could think is that the willingness to pay for oatmeal is going to go up, right? It's now healthier than I thought it used to be, and so I value it more. I have a higher marginal benefit of consuming oatmeal. I want to buy more oatmeal. And so the case here, in my example here, your change in your preferences, in this case, will cause you to increase your demand for oatmeal. Next shifter, income. So let's just take a second here and think about a Tesla. Suppose incomes in the United States increase. What do you think would happen to a market demand for a Tesla then? Do you think A, market demand would increase, market demand would decrease, or would there be C, no change? Take a few seconds and pause and think through this. The answer to this question depends on a number of things. How do people respond when their income goes up? Right? If their incomes go up and they want to buy more Teslas, right, then you'd have the answer A. If someone's income goes up and they want to buy less Teslas, then you'd have answer B, right? And so actually, I think in the data, we would have like people's incomes go up. They're actually going to buy more Teslas A, so increase, right? And so this is an example of what we call a normal good. The definition of a normal good is just that as income increases, demand increases. Okay. So in my mind, I think probably Teslas are normal goods, where if people's income goes up, they want to buy more of them. The same thing goes in the opposite direction. If income goes down, people want to buy less Teslas because they have less income to spend. Right. So this could go in either direction. What happens with your income? And so ramen noodles. Suppose incomes in the United States increase. What do you think would happen to the market demand for top ramen noodles? Take a couple seconds and think through your answer. Okay, in my mind, at least for my own preferences and my own demand, as my income goes up, as my income increases, I'm likely to buy less ramen noodles. Okay? And so if that happens, then for me at least, this is called an inferior good. This is the opposite of a normal good. For inferior goods, as income increases, as income increases, demand decreases. Right? One way to think of this, like say a recession. A recession is an overall decline in incomes in an economy, and like a financial crisis or something. As people's like incomes go down, right? Maybe people start buying more top ramen noodles, and substituting out of eating a bunch of beef or higher priced food items into this type of good. All right. So income can work in either direction. It just depends, right? And so if it's an inferior good, income goes up and you want to buy less. If it's a normal good, income goes up and you want to buy more. And so you just have to keep that in mind when you're answering exam questions about this particular shifter.